Alright, mic check, people. Hold on. Let's get this queued up, shall we? Let me get this queued up. ESPN. Let's get some of the memes queued up. The Ducks actually scored. Okay. Oh, you gotta look at that. Ain't that something? I'm gonna check one more thing, and then we'll get going Hope y'all are doing good. Let's get into it, shall we? Wait. Before I go live, hold on. There's something. Okay, so my... Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. My mic is super quiet. Super quiet. So I turned down the music here, but then my mic is not loud. So let me work some magic here with some of my filters. Let's put the 20. We'll close there. Oh, maybe. We might watch this stream back and see. I'm gonna test it, see if this works. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's like, whoa, your microphone's hot. I don't know. Because a reoccurring theme that I am seeing within my own chats and stuff is, hey, your mic's too low. Hey, your mic's too low. Hey, are you muted? And it's because the volume of my microphone when I'm trying to stream. That is what the problem is. Is because, yeah, I don't beef it up super loud, because when the mic is hot. Oh, hold on. Let me pull something up here. Let's see how hot the mic is. All right, hold on. Let me check some. Let's go to the phone. Let's see how hot the mic is. Hello. Let's see how hot the mic is. All right, hold on. Let me check some. Let's go to the phone. Let's see how hot the mic is. Hello. It's not too hot. No, we're good. Now, one thing I am gonna do, though. Can you guys tell? Oh, it's getting yellow. Hold on. This happens. Hold on. Let me fix this. I gotta fix the nightlight setting or something. Every time, like clockwork, it's like, whoosh. See how the screen's all red? Okay, let's switch it back. It's to save the eyes and stuff anyways. But, okay, we're back to normal. Let's go over here. We can start with the Vegas game, and we'll talk about the Vegas game first, just because, dude, it's 5-1. This game was over after Marner netted the hat trick. I wouldn't say this game was over after it was 3-0 at the end of the first, but definitely after Marner's second goal and then his third goal to cap off the hat trick. That's when it's kind of like, okay, this game's over. Because it was, oh my gosh, look at this fight. Only 20 saves. That's bad. That's a bad day at the office. So, anyways, let's get something queued up here. I don't think I went. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's hit go live over there. You are live. Okay, let me double check. Okay, 5. Okay, we're counting. Okay, it says it's already. I'll go double check. Sometimes I'll put this one. Alright, people, welcome in. Here we go. Yeah, we're good. It's working. Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome in. How we doing? Okay, it's live. Okay, good. There's no feedback on that, because that would be embarrassing. How we doing over here? Oh, I gotta take away the wall here real quick. How we doing? Are we live? Hello? Are we live? How we doing? How we looking on the... I haven't updated. Has it... are we good? Are we good? Whoa, it's super behind. It's super delayed. Hold on, mic check. Let's see if we're working here. Why are we... Come on, don't be like this. Okay, I think we're working. Yeah, we're working. We might as well. Alright, let's get rolling into it, shall we? Alright, people, welcome back. Let's get into it. So, we got some stuff to talk about today, because there was actually two hockey games tonight. As you can see, we had the first game between the Canadiens and the Sabres. Canadiens just took care of business. We had road teams in blowouts tonight. There wasn't anything kind of too crazy. None of the games were close tonight, which, I mean, it is what it is. I'm impressed that, again, look at this, 28 shots. We go back over here to the Golden Knights game. How many shots on net? 25. Like, just bad goalies. Bad goalie play tonight. So, let's start first with the Canadiens and the Buffalo Sabres. Start with their game. Again, kind of like the Vegas game where Vegas got off to a hot 3-0 start. The Habs, they got off to a 3-0 start as well. Two of them were in the first period. Third one was in the second. Benson kind of stopped it a little bit for Buffalo. But then as you can see, like there was an empty netter at the very end of the game. Carrier had one, made it 4-1. Like, this game, I feel like, yeah, it wasn't close. Buffalo, I had a hunch and a feeling, because we saw it in the previous series with Tampa Bay. The Habs know how to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, that first game against Buffalo creeped up on me a little bit. I was like, okay. Maybe the lights were a little bit too bright, but the Habs found a way. Recollected themselves, came back out. Physicality, as you guys can see, clearly favored the Sabres. 44 hits compared to 18. But again, Newhook, he had 2 goals. And I would say he was kind of the Mitch Marner of this game, where his stat sheets alone, even with just his goals, Habs win 2-1. So I think this is something Buffalo can probably dust off pretty quick and get ready for the next game, because I have a feeling the Sabres, as much as this game was like a whoops of holy cow, we kind of stunk up the joint here at home. Buffalo won on the road in the Boston series, and Montreal struggled at home. Majority of their wins were on the road against Tampa. They only won 1 game at home. Out of 4 games, they only won 1 of them. Like, in the Habs versus Lightning series, the away team just kind of dictated that whole series. So, if I was Buffalo, I wouldn't be panicking too much, because Game 3 was actually the only game at home the Habs won. So we will just see. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think Buffalo won Game 3 in the Boston series. Let's go double check. No, yeah, they won. I don't know why my brain was reading it. Yeah, Game 3, Buffalo won 3-1. So Buffalo has Boston right where they want him. Which, by the way, Boston started the scoring in this one 1-0, and then, oh, look at that, 3 unanswered. Lost 3-1. If you count empty netters, if you don't count empty netters, whatever, you know. So keep that kind of in the back of your mind when we're getting ready for this next game, just because I think winning on the road is super important in the playoffs. And we saw it last year with the Panthers. Why were the Panthers so dominant? They were winning on the road. They did it against Tampa. They did it against, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? The Leafs, Carolina. They did it in the Oilers series, but only after, I think they went down 2-0 in that series, but like they No, Monsieur Superman. No, that's not how that, 2025. That's not how that series went. Is that really how that series went? Tied 1-1. Yes, okay. They split a couple. They won Game 5, and then, okay. Just had to double check. No, Monsieur Superman's not here. Okay. Let's go now to... So that was the Habs game. Again, this game's still going. Okay, 5-2. They're making it pretty interesting. But I don't think I mean, fellas, if we had this fight in the first period, maybe this game would not be out of control like it is now. They're definitely probably going to score another goal. They're definitely, because it's like, oh, well, it looks good on the stat sheet. We only lost 5-3. We only lost by 2. Yeah, but it took you 6 minutes into the third to get on the board. That's how I would look at this one. Like, this was a good old-fashioned butt whooping. We might be on pace where I made a video. Let me pull it up here real quick to show you guys. Show you a little behind the scenes. But I made a video on winning culture, and the reason why I made it was let's rewind the clocks back. Do y'all remember Jack Eichel? I think I titled it. No, winning. Okay, then let's title winning culture. There we go. Okay, so look at this. I posted this video almost, 16 views. Yikes. But I posted this video a very long time ago. I posted this video right after they won the cup. Love him or hate him. Let's see what I put in the caption. Love him or hate him, maybe you don't even follow hockey enough to know him. 2021, this man made himself enemy number 1 in Buffalo. Here we go. Yeah, no, look at this creative journalism right here. Love him or hate him, maybe you don't even follow hockey enough to know him. 2021, this man made himself enemy number 1. I could have said public enemy number 1 in Buffalo because his team didn't want to, quote, win enough. Now he's a Stanley Cup champion. The title of this video, Eichel winning the cup, proves that winning culture matters. Do I remember everything I rambled about in that video? Absolutely not. But I think the point that I was trying to come across in that video, which I'm probably going to... It's like I rewatch it, and it's like, okay, zero ball knowledge. But this is a hot take. This is a hot take, and I don't mean to put myself in hot water when I just spout this nonsense, if you want to look at it that way. But of all 30 NBA teams, 30 MLB teams, 32 NFL teams, 30 NHL teams, you cannot convince me that all 30 teams are in it to win it, and every year they're going to compete and they're going to give their all, because you just, let's go over here to the little standings here. Take off that little mask and show us who you really are. Sorry. You go over here and you look at the Wizards. Look at the gap between the last play-in team, the Warriors, which, by the way, re-signed Curry. And then there's the whole, okay, maybe Steve Kerr might, who knows, who cares. But there is a 20-win differential here. And then you go your last team in Golden State, and then you go to all the way. It's 10 games between the Hawks, because the Hawks were already automatically in. Same with the T-Wolves, so it's like, okay, maybe 10 wins. Okay. But then you jump up to Boston. We're going to leave it at Boston because head and shoulders above everybody else, okay? Look at the difference. 56, because I'm grading this with a curve. Because see how these guys are all clumped? These guys are clumped, and then we cut it at 60, and then these guys are all clumped between 56 wins and 52 wins, where the difference is 4, and then we have a clump right here again from 45 to 49. Okay. But again, our last team in the play-in bubble is a 37-win team versus the Celtics, who are a 56-win team. That's a difference of damn near 20 wins. And then that's on top of we know why the Pacers were bad, but I cannot say the same about the Nets, the Jazz, the Kings, the Grizz. I can't say the same. And you know what? It's almost as if, correct me if I'm wrong, Dallas is a backcourt of Luka Doncic and Kyrie away from maybe winning 40-plus games. I might be crazy for thinking that. The Bucks, too. I mean, so you can't... The thing with the Eichel video that I was talking about is there's injuries. The team wanted him to do this. He wanted to do that, blah, blah, blah. And so they stripped the C from him. And then I don't know if he requested a trade or he was cut. We got the internet right in front of us. We might as well. Go trade or cut. Was traded, not cut, by the Buffalo Sabres to the Vegas Golden Knights on November 4th, 2021, following a major dispute over medical treatment for a neck injury. Yes. Okay. Now, with that 2023 Stanley Cup champion team as well, there were still some of the original misfits that were there. And that's before they got paid big bucks and contracts to go to other teams and whatnot. I think Tuck was already gone. I think he was already in Buffalo at that time too. There were a lot of other fun storylines with Vegas winning that year. But I made that video. All this is to come back around, spoiler alert, to talk about Mitch Marner. We're going to get there because he had a hat trick tonight. But I look at the Bulls, I look at the Pelicans, I look at the Mavericks, I look at the Jazz especially. None of these teams are at the same level as San Antonio, Oklahoma, Boston, the Pistons, the Nuggets. We hate the Thunder, and we hate on them, and we, SGA, flopping this, flopping that, terrible officiating, game 2, yada, yada. The difference is the Thunder have kind of built, not the right way. I don't want to throw out the quote of the right way, but, it's the difference between they plan for the future versus Golden State, where it's yeah, you know what, we're going to hit up Kevin Durant's DMs, come save us, we cannot beat LeBron. Get over here, allegedly. But I just so I like yeah. It just it. You go to the NFL. Let's go look at standings. Everybody overall. Dude, I forgot the Broncos. Yeah, the Broncos were the 1 seed, Seattle the 2 seed. You're telling me the Cardinals are built the same as the Packers and the Steelers? You're telling me the Cardinals and the Jets and the Raiders, you're telling me they're competing as much as the Broncos and Seattle to go win it? Get out of here. No. Like, I have watched enough Giants fans complain about the Giants, Cardinal fans complaining about the Bengals, the Steelers as well. Like, I've watched enough of their fans going, okay, we're a joke. But yeah, I think winning culture is something that just, part of it is bought because you need to bring in good pieces. Like with the Raiders, I haven't made a video on it, but I think I've talked about it a little bit. You look at who the Raiders have traded for this offseason and some of the pieces they've brought in to try to help Mendoza. You look at that and stack it up against, were the Jets doing the same for Zach Wilson? Were the Jaguars, that same draft class, doing the same for Trevor Lawrence? The Saints with Shuck, yeah, bringing over Travis Etienne to help the backfield. Okay, they drafted Tyson as well, so there's an offensive weapon. Like okay, it's small steps, but like again, there's just something where, and like even a Packers fan, okay, as crazy as this might sound, how many years? Because this is a trick question, because the answer is 0. But with first round and second round draft picks, when did they ever go get a wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers? They never did. When with a first round or a second round draft pick, did they ever go get a top prospect defensive guy? Guess what? They never did. And like the biggest thing, now it's been 6 years, so it doesn't matter because Jordan Love's the quarterback now. Rodgers is playing. Willie won't he with the Steelers, and everybody's freaking out on the media about it. But like at the time, having just barely lost the NFC Championship, and even the Rams fans are kind of feeling it now. The Rams are there. They're 2 or 3 plays away from beating the Seahawks and going to the Super Bowl. Why are they drafting a quarterback for the future? It makes no sense. And so, yeah, okay, maybe long-term investment in my work because Stafford retires once he hits the north of 40 because Father Time is undefeated when it comes to quarterbacks that are north of 40. But where... It kind of makes no sense. But I just, whatever. It is what it is. So, but, yeah. I had a point there. I had a point that I was trying to make. It was on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember where it went, but anyways. Oh, it was circle back around. You look at Kansas City. You look at the Bengals. Bengals will get Joe Burrow offensive weapons. Will they fix that defense? Not a shot in hell. Get out of here. But I say that jokingly, of course, because it's like you won't pay Trey Hendrickson, but you'll pay. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's great they brought Lawrence on, but it's like, wouldn't Lawrence and Max Crosby, if Max Crosby's trying to get a deal done and he leaves the Raiders, wouldn't Lawrence, Crosby, and Hendricks just improve the Bengals defense overnight? It would. Would they go out and make those moves? They didn't. So, what? There was another team that I was looking at trying to compare. Yeah, that's where the Ty Simpson draft kind of makes to me no sense. Hold on, let's get the chug jug out of here. Because again, the Rams are right there. They're right there to go make a run at a Super Bowl and go get involved, but they just didn't. Now, the other thing too that I want to talk about is yeah, all that to come back around when if Vegas does end up winning the Stanley Cup, which I think could be very plausible. I really do think it could happen, but I'm overreacting to a Game 3 road win, and I don't know with how late a coach can't come once on board. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of the NHL. I don't know. Because it would kind of be like, for example, last year with the Nuggets when they fired Coach Malone, like two days before the playoffs started. It's like, okay, bring on a new coach and like, I don't know, chemistry, locker room, I don't know. But like, to circle back with winning culture, I know I've taken forever to get there. You go over here to the standings. You look at what the Leafs were doing this year. Guess what? The Leafs were chilling at the bottom with the Rangers, the Blackhawks, the Flames, and the Canucks. I have a feeling the Blackhawks they'll eventually turn it around. And I've been saying that for the last 3 years because there's parts of me where you get the number one guy, you get your Bedards, you get your who's the guy on the Sharks? Celebrini, the Penn State dude. Now the Penn State dude that's going to go to the Flames. I mean, not the Flames, the Leafs. The difference is the Leafs are already there. Like, the Leafs are a playoff team. Didn't the Leafs win the Atlantic last year? And stuff like the Leafs, the Florida Panthers, the Jets, the Rangers. Like, they just had bad seasons. Don't know why. Didn't follow it all the way because, again, hockey and football, they kind of, they're going on at the same time in priorities. But, like, point I'm trying to make here is the Leafs are stuck with where they're at, where I don't know when they're going to win the next Stanley Cup. And so Marner leaves, and then, just like Jack Eichel, he wins a Stanley Cup. It's because right now, from what we have just seen recently, since the inaugural year of Vegas, to me, and again, history, and the Cubs and the history of the game would say Montreal very successful, Pittsburgh, Edmonton, Red Wings, the Kings, the Rangers, the Leafs, the Flames, like the Bruins as well. Like, these teams historically are very successful. But in recent memory, Vegas, let's go the last 10 years. The last 10 years, the most successful teams have been Tampa, Vegas, kind of Florida too, because Florida went back to back. You can't ignore that. Dallas. I'd throw Dallas in there because Dallas has kind of been in the same with Carolina. I'd put Carolina on the fringe. And that would probably be it. Because in the last 10 seasons, Vegas has only missed the postseason once. But again, it all comes down to winning culture. Like, do I think the winning culture with the Blues is the same with Florida? No. Like, the Blues, the farthest they've been recently was the second round against the Jets. And that 2019 Cup run, a lot of those guys have already left the team. And that's over 5 years away. Like, so, I don't know. We'll see if Florida follows that trend like Tampa, because Tampa hasn't been. Tampa 5 straight now. I think 5, because 23 they lost in the first round to Toronto, 24 Florida, 25 Florida. So, yeah, they have not made 26. So yeah, 4 straight years losing in the first round. So here I am over here glazing them, because Pittsburgh's been successful, but like Penguins haven't won a playoff series since 2018. We're 2 years away from a decade, so it's like, damn. I don't think Pittsburgh's been the same since that 3-1 blown lead against the Rangers. That one was bad. That was super bad. So, anyways. I'm trying to think what else. Any other sustained? The Islanders were in the mix. Didn't the Islanders go to the Eastern Conference Final like 4 straight years? Like, didn't they go in 21, 22? No, Rangers went in 22. But didn't they go in like 2020, 2021, 2019? Yeah, didn't they play Boston in 2019? No. No, Carolina did. Okay, maybe it was just back-to-back years. But like Detroit, you can't say the same for Detroit. Detroit hasn't been to the postseason in 10 years. Washington, like Pittsburgh, they've been up and down the last handful of years. So, I don't know. I think Colorado could join that list. I think Carolina could join that list too if either of them win the Stanley Cup. I don't know. All right, with the NBA, anything happen in the NBA? Oh, I don't actually know because they were behind a paywall. Okay, anyways, back to it. So 6-2. 2-1. 5-1. Anything in the NFL? Definitely nothing going on in the NFL. Come on, let me scroll down far enough to see. Nothing. Nothing going on in the NFL. No private boats. No nothing. Just good, clean, old-fashioned. No, I'm messing. Baseball. We can talk about baseball. I haven't looked at baseball standings in a while. I haven't even looked at. Hold on. Let me look at my. Hold on. Scroll down a little. Let me look at my chat. I haven't even looked at my chat in a minute. How's everybody doing? Hello. How we doing? Did I turn the volume down? I don't know if I turned the volume down. Oh, I did. Okay, good. I was getting worried there for a minute. I don't think Vrabel gets fired before the start of the year, even though it seems like every day some news coming out. I don't know. There's an article that caught my eye though. Damn it. So the thing about the Jets, dude, it's the Jets. NFL to release regular season schedule Thursday. Cardinals. Okay, what about? Maybe it was the NBA. No, no, it wasn't the NBA. Oh, oh yes. Okay. We can talk about maybe. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go look at a box score real quick. Because this was a big topic of like, oh my gosh, the officiating was awful. I think 20 of these were in the third quarter alone. I could be wrong. Here's what's funny. Look at this. 21 free throws, 26 free throws. So they only had 5 more. But let's be real though. Like Lakers fans, let's put away like bias, and were the Lakers really going to beat the Thunder? I don't think they were. I think the Lakers with a healthy Reeves, with the healthy Luka, do they probably get it to 6? Yes. Maybe even 7. Because guess what? The Nuggets, which was a team that everybody was overlooking last year, they forced the Thunder to 7. And, I mean, technically speaking, they were the last. I know the Pacers went to 7 games with them, but, like, before that NBA Finals started, we knew the Thunder were winning it. Like, the Pacers went down 3-1 in that series. Yes, they did. Let me double check. I think they did. They had to. Am I tripping? Yes. Yes, they went down 3-1. Yep. So they lost game 1, which had everybody talking because it's like, oh, the Pacers, and then it. Yep. Wait a minute. Okay, they never went down 3-1, but they were up 3-2. Okay, my bad. But I just think it's in Oklahoma. I'm not surprised. I would be surprised if the Thunder sweep, but like a loss, no. Bad officiating, no. SGA taking an obscene amount of free throws, would I be surprised? Not really. No. So I don't know. Is it a little weird and uncharacteristic for them to like all get together and do like a little huddle here? Yeah, that's a little weird, but like, who we kidding? I don't know. I'm not too surprised. Not too surprised. Will Reeves probably get fined? Yes. A lot. Which in fact, let's go look. Let's go see if he's actually been fined, because I'm actually genuinely curious. Austin Reeves suspended. Let's see if he has been suspended. Whoa. So this was breaking. Dude, I had no clue about this. Wow. Yeah. This is why. Can I just say something? He's the fall guy. Is Well, how is he is he legit? Okay, if he was legit fined, why did it not say anything over? Oh my. Okay, hold on. Then let's go to Lakers news. Maybe his Laker news would have something. Lakers. 3 hours ago, 11 hours ago. Stephen A. and Skip argue over LeBron's place on the all-time list. Spoiler alert, it's like 3 or Skip and Stephen A have conflicting opinions on Luka's offensive game. Lakers should pay Reeves, keep him with Luka. That was 15 hours ago. And then we have Lakers, Redick rips refs. Reeves takes issues too. Because the thing I saw was that Redick said something, Reeves said something, then LeBron was going to say something, and then he didn't. And there's parts of me that knew LeBron knew LeBron knew he would get. I don't think LeBron would have been suspended because this is the difference. I think LeBron would have been fined, but I don't think he would have been suspended if he said something. And I don't know. Like, if you had problems with officiating, talk about it. Don't, because I don't know. To say and like to have something to say and then no comment and then like I don't know. It's so I don't know. I feel like Reeves is the fall guy here. And then okay, guess what? The Lakers lose this series. Oh, who are we gonna blame? We're gonna blame Luka because he didn't play. Okay. Sure. Spurs win 115-108. Oh, they had a game today? I couldn't tell because it was behind a paywall. Ain't that something? Reeves explains his heated confrontation with the referee. Not safe for work. Warning. The dirty maneuver on SGA. You know, in fact, let's see if... I don't even know if that video is here. Maybe it is. Because the one that has everybody up in arms... Let's go to Gamecast. Reeves gets... Which, by the way... Okay, before I even click on this... Why did the refs allow... Here's another thing that it's like, okay, crazy for thinking this. Why did the refs even allow the Lakers to surround them? Why'd they not walk off the court right away? Just saying. I know I might seem a little, oh, you're just saying that. No, it genuinely, when have we ever, like, for example, Tom Brady. Hold on. Like, there's the infamous... There's this game, for example. No. Ungroup. Like, there's the... Where is this? Like, there's this game. I don't know if any of y'all remember this game. So this was a Monday Night Football game. I don't know who the hell knows when this game actually was. It's sometime when Tom Brady was in New England. 20-24. I think this had to be 2015, 2014 or something too, because this was also when Carolina had Cam Newton. They were really good. Okay, so refs are gone, sort of. Like, they're hanging around and chilling. Okay. But typically, game goes over, refs get off the field, players go shake hands, whatever. Okay, and then we got Tommy's giving him a, hey, what's this all about, you know, as they're jogging off together. Again, this is the only time that in hockey, in basketball, in baseball, this is probably the one, and we got more context because we got Amendola right here. So this was definitely 2013 through 2015 maybe. But I just, like, why would the refs even allow them to get in a position to, let's have the whole Lakers bench after they've been grilling us all game. Let's just sit here. Let's let it, like, leave the, I don't know. Now, let's go look up that SGA flop, though, because that's what you guys are here for. Let's do SGA Reeves foul. Okay. So, oh, I did already watch a little bit of. Always with the ads. There's always ads. There's always ads. Every video I try to click, there's ads. Okay, here we go. Where is... Okay, here it is. Okay, right here. So, and I'm going to be real. Do I think foul baiting is a problem in the NBA? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this was the one that started it. So we have a steal and a breakaway. Here comes SGA and Dort. And then here's LeBron. Okay. Pretty hard foul. You know, because there was a swipe. But again, total whammy. Then we have everybody just kind of... I mean, it's almost like clockwork. We got the bench standing up and walking over. I got people coming in. I got both. Like, hold on, I need to aura farm a little bit. Let me get away from you because you're hurt too. I just the faces as well too. Like, how much pain are you really in where you need to be? I got my nails. Someone look at my nails real quick. Look at this. Where's his hand? Oh wait, that's not his hand. Sorry, that looked like his hand. Like he was. Anyways, I'm hurt. No, you're not. And then we fast forward a little bit. Okay, so again, swipe, typical foul. That's all right, but then just the floppy and the flailing, and you can even see Reeves holding on to his arm, trying to keep him up, because it. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know, man. Like, it's... Which, dude, if LeBron landed on SGA, could you imagine? Like, just like... Oh, man, that'd get clipped forever. Like, if just right there, just bam. Steps right on his chest. Pulls a Draymond Green. Which, like, he's... Look, he's fine right there. See how he's, like, looking at the ref? Totally fine. Totally fine right there. And then right now, now I'm hurt. Get out of here. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. Like, this is not a natural... Because I think the other thing, too, that the NBA could do is when they want to call fouls, look at it in slow motion. That's not a natural... This is not a natural movement like in basketball. Oh, you can even see he kind of leaned into it too. Like, what kind of pirouette? I don't know. I don't know. This was also in the third. But all of this is what started the whole... Okay, we're going to go gang up on the referees, and we're going to give them a stern talking to after the game. Yeah. Anyways. Then here comes LeBron. Right into your living room, man. Just bump. Just another angle. Because again, yeah, Reeves fouled him. But then just I can't... Like, I love basketball. I know I crap on it all the time and poke fun. But it's like, dude, we got guys literally taking a skate to the face and then, you know, playing a little bit, like maybe till the whistle and then subbing out, versus whatever this is. It's just so bad, dude. So bad. You can also see he kind of sells it too. Like, where does his body go that way? Like, see how his body, like, hooks like a U? Whoop, we're going that way now. Like, sure. Okay. It's a foul. 2 shots for the Thunder. Anyways. Yeah. I wouldn't have called it. I think the NBA, when we stop with the foul baiting and we fix that, I think that's when the NBA might be fixed. I don't know. How we doing over here? Okay. Got anything in the MLB? I haven't checked on the MLB in a while. Are the Mets still losing? Last I checked, the Mets were still losing. Alright, people. Rockies won, Phillies won, Cubbies won, Cardinals won, Giants won, the Mets won, hey-oh. Brewers beat the Yankees 6-0. Let's go to the complete scoreboard. Astros won, Rockies won. I knew the Phillies were on a skid too. The Athletics, they won. Blue Jays won, Red Sox won. Guardians, Royals, Brewers, Mariners, Cubbies, Mets, Cardinals, Dodgers, and the Giants. Alright. How many have the Cubs won in a row? Because the Cubs won yesterday too. Did the Cubs oh wait. This is in Texas. So the Cubs, hold on, let's go take a little look, see. So the Cubs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're on a 10-game win streak. Whoa! Not only are they on a 10-game win streak, you throw these three, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They've won 20 out of their last 23. Cubbies are doing good. Cubs are doing good. But I wouldn't read into it too much. Dude, it's May. All right, it's do you win the pennant in May? No, you don't. Okay. Let's go look at the bracket. Wild got it figured out. Carolina Flyers got it figured out too. That game was yesterday. I never gave my thoughts and reactions to it. But Flyers are, yeah. Flyers are in trouble, man. 3-0. It's kind of funny too, because it's like they were up 3-0 against the Penguins, and then now they're down 3-0. It's just funny. Sorry, people. Sorry. All right. Well, people, I had my little chug jug. Let's go take a lap real quick. Let's go see what else we can look at, and then we'll boogie on out of here. All right, so people on the short term, we're going to do a quick out. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We will see you. Ooh, at one point we had 16 people up in here. We'll see you guys later. All right. Sweet. All right. I'll pop up over here. That's fun. Okay. Close out of that. Get that queued up. Okay. No, but we are most likely going to be doing, excuse me, doing a gaming stream after this. So let me go get some things queued up for a gaming stream. Cause it's Friday. It's Friday, dude. We can hang out. We can party. You know what? You know what I've wanted to. Wait a minute. They didn't actually exchange words, did they? No, they're not even exchanging words. Suspended. And the other thing too is like there's parts of me where, because I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't finish it, where it's like, yeah, like you're all a team. If the team thinks it was bad, everybody get involved, everybody get into it and stuff, which like him doing that, like, okay, that alone is grounds for, yeah, okay, fine. But, like, I think I would have more of an issue with the fact that, are we going to play an ad? We are going to play an ad. Guys, we got to play an ad. Which, by the way, this stream is sponsored by, no. I am, hold on, wait, let's see what he said. So he said, and I quote, "That's some BS for you to talk to me like that." And then called him a kitty cat. And then he was pulled away and stuff. But I don't know. I think when I liked what Coach Reddick had to say about it's hard enough playing them already. I'm not trying to not trying to come out here as a Lakers homer here. Okay. In my prediction, I predicted the Thunder versus the Knicks. Or my personal pick, the Nuggets versus the Knicks. Okay. I didn't think the Lakers or Rockets, I didn't have either of them getting past the Thunder. In a video that I never made, which I wish I would have made. It would have been titled Cool Western Conference Finals Matchups, Cool Eastern Conference Finals Matchups. And it's also a KD video, too. Kevin Durant's legacy, if he did play in the Lakers series, if KD went through LeBron, Luka, Reeves, that Lakers squad, the OKC squad that he has now, Wemby and the boys in San Antonio, and then the Knicks, that would be Dirk levels of NBA title runs if the Rockets did that, but he didn't. He only played one game, sat out the rest. And like another fun matchup that I said could be pretty interesting is if you have the Rockets playing the Spurs, because it's kind of a unique, hey, this is kind of like the Mavericks and T-Wolves a couple years back, where it's like, hey, when are the Mavericks ever going to, the Mavericks are in the Western Conference Finals for the first time in a while. They haven't gone since the last time when they played the Warriors. And Timberwolves, when have they ever been? But we didn't know that they'd go the next year as well. So I'm kind of like, I thought, yeah, if the Rockets played the Timberwolves, that would have been cool. If the Rockets played the Spurs, it'd be cool because it's kind of like a new, hey, Spurs haven't been in the Western Conference Finals since, I believe, 2017 with Kawhi. And if not that, then, yeah, the 13 and 14 year when they went and played the Heat in the finals. But, like, you could look at it like that. You could also go, this is the Rockets' first time in the Western Conference Finals, well, since 2018 when they went to 7. And then now it's like KD was against the Rockets and now he's with the Rockets in the Western. Like, fun, cool storylines that you could look at it like that. But with Reddick talking about, it's already hard enough to play the Thunder, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. I think it would have had to take a masterclass performance from Smart, Rui Hachimura, Ayton, LeBron, Reeves, Luka. It would have taken everybody for them to take down the Thunder. Because, oh, by the way, not only are they up 2-0 in this series, Williams hasn't even played. And so then you bring Williams back for Game 3 or Game 4, and Luka's still sitting out, and then you have Reeves sitting out. It's like Lakers are probably eyeing a 3-0 deficit. Like, I don't know. And I don't think actually historically any teams come back from a 3-0 deficit. We know a couple have come back from 3-1, but which two, in fact, in the first round. Which don't even get me started on how we're rating so low that we needed two teams to blow a 3-1 lead. No, I don't know. I wouldn't, but Cavs beating the Raptors, Cavs melting against the Pistons, the Knicks dominating the Sixers, Spurs dominating the Trailblazers, the Thunder already up 2-0 in the second round. Has anything surprised us thus far in the NBA playoffs? Nope. Nothing really. What would have been surprising, the only thing that I think has been super surprising is the Celtics blowing the 3-1 lead. I think that's been super surprising. But if the Pistons did lose to the Magic, that'd be something where it's like, yeah, no, write that down. Like, that's actually, like, something that caught us by surprise. Like, hey, look at this. Other than that, I think the T-Wolves, while being injured, taking care of the Nuggets, that was pretty surprising. So, okay, maybe a couple things, but, like, big upsets, like, instead of the Thunder and the Lakers, it's actually the Suns and the Lakers. And then Magic and Cavs in the second round. Like, both of our 1 seeds are out. No. Which I think, let me go look it up. I don't know how many 7 seeds have actually moved on to the second round. Let's go look. 7 seeds winning. Number 7 seed has never won an NBA championship since the playoff expanded to 16 teams in 1984, while 7th seeds frequently upset 2 seeds in the first round, achieving this feat 8 times in NBA history. Okay. That makes... Okay. Which, you know what? You know another thing that I haven't talked about too? Well, I kind of have. I've talked about it a little bit. We will need to make a video on it. Some videos that I was thinking about making was the March Madness, because there was some stuff that came out. I don't know if it was like legal, where it was legislation where it's like, yes, we're gonna expand the playoff, but I think they expanded it to 70. March Madness bracket extension to 76. So from 68 to 76. And then the other one that people were talking about was the bracket expanding. And then the other one was college football, with the football bracket expanding. Because dude, the NFL doesn't even have 24 teams in the playoffs. What are we doing? Might make a... Yeah. The first 4 is replaced by a 12-game open round, replacing the 4-game setup. The main bracket after the opening round, 64 teams will remain, allowing the traditional Thursday-Friday first-round format to continue. Yeah, if that still continues right here, the round of 64... I'm fine with that. And I have said it, and I'm not too opposed to it. I'm not up in arms going, oh, what the hell? But we're gonna see, which it's actually kind of funny how quickly, like, yeah, go look. I've talked about it a little bit. We went over the history of Division One men's when they did their expansions and when they have, and like we're kind of in like, okay, yeah, sometime in this decade. I was thinking more 2029, 2030 going into the new decade where it's like, yeah, they'll probably expand it again. Because the first four, that started being a thing, I think 10 years ago, something like that. But the thing that I was coming to say was, and they would still have to add 24 more teams, which is crazy, would be, we're going to have 1 year where there's 100 teams. Which I know that's a huge reach, but as long as, I think if there's 100 teams, hold on, what would 100 team bracket, what would that look like? I don't even know what 100 teams would look like in a bracket sense, because it's 100 and it's like, okay, can you get 100 to 64? Can you do that? Like, is there enough? Maybe. Anyways, but 128 team bracket. Now, 128 is way too much. And I said the way that they would do it is you go over here. Let's go to more sports. Men's standings. I think it should eventually get to the point where I wish it would do, because you will go over here to MLB, you can do standings for everything. I would say it would get to the point where you just take every team, because there's 30 something conferences, and you hit this little percentage here, right here, or you hit the percentage or the win-loss, and then it's like, oh, look at all 150 teams, and it's like, look at this. You cut it at 100 and go, everybody else go from, you take your, where's the standings, rankings. You take your top four teams, you're one seed, 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 you're one seed. Take those, you're two seed, two seed, two seed, two seed, three seed, and then you go to about like the top four, top five-ish teams and the 5 seeds, and then everybody else all the way down to 100. You just look at the standings. Don't look at quality wins. Don't look at ranked wins. Don't look at none of that. Don't look at their tournament in the Big 10, SEC, Big 12, or whatever, where it's like, oh, your 2 seed Gonzaga, they got bounced in the second round in the Pac-12. Don't look at that nonsense. Just go, okay, they were 31-4. They have over 30 wins. They're in. Something like that. And then just go from there. Because I think them expanding has more to say about them pissed that Miami, Ohio got in over like Oklahoma and who else got left out. But like I think that's why. But just as long as they don't mess with the round of 64, it eventually, and the same thing when you look at college football, the more you expand, the more it's like, doesn't matter. Michigan is still going to roll. UConn is still going to roll. Duke is not going to get upset as a 1 seed or a 2 seed by a 16th ranked Weber State. They're not. It's fun to think that they would. And like, hey, Weber State played 2 games before they even got to that 2-15 matchup. Duke's still boat racing them. Because at one point, because if they expand the playoff. And I don't remember who said it, but they talked about it after they expanded it, and they were in talks of expanding it from 4 to 8. A lot of people are going to forget that, but originally they wanted to expand the college football from 4 to 8. But then people were talking about, well, if they expand it to 8 teams, then teams 9 and 10 are going to complain about not getting in. And we're kind of seeing this with the round of 64, where it's like, even with 68 teams, teams 69, 70, 71, 72, the first 4 out, still complaining. And like again, they're like with I had my train of thought, but then I looked at my phone and forgot what I was saying. Basically, okay, cool, wow, you have Texas get in by the skin of their teeth or whatever, and then, oh, we gotta go play Houston. It's not happening. And I just, yeah. Yep. And the other thing too is, by the time the end of the year rolls around, whether it's football or basketball, like, some teams are gassed. Like the tournament that I popped up the other day, like, I forgot about it because I didn't even look at it or remember. Like, they had Texas Tech in this hypothetical 2014 bracket. They had Texas Tech slated against like Missouri or something like that. And it's like, dude, not Utah State. Arizona State couldn't even get past Arizona. Like, their last senior night game, they lost like 23-7 or something like that. Like, Arizona State was awful at the very end of the year. But whatever. So yeah. If the NFL, so they're at 12. And even when you look at the NBA, let's go look at the NBA real quick. Even with the full 16 teams that are still remaining, we added the play-in tournament. And the play-in tournament, hold on, the Sixers, I forgot, were the Sixers a play-in tournament team? They were. Oh, okay. Well, the Heat 3 years ago were also a play-in tournament team. So the play-in tournament sometimes produces, gems here and there. But again, that little gem is down 3-0 against the Knicks. So I don't know. 4-1, 4-0, blew a 3-1 lead. So I don't know. Even when you get to the final 16 teams and you go through a play-in tournament, it's like, okay, legit though, 1 team, 2 teams, 3 teams, maybe 4. And I was talking about the Celtics. There are like 4 or 5 teams that are like legit actually going to compete for an NBA championship. Like, Sixers aren't winning the NBA Finals. The Raptors aren't winning the NBA Finals. Trailblazers, so. Anyways, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Alright, people. I think we're gonna. I better get gaming because I'm pretty tired. So we're gonna call this sports stream. We're gonna call it here. But I thank you guys for watching. This is fun. Let's get some sports stuff queued up. I will. Other thing too that I wanted to talk about. Michael. Because I'm not as sick and stuffy as I was, this is coming. This review is coming. We gotta talk about this. Dude, just look at the aura. Oh, that's not even him. So, is this actually... No, is that Bubbles? Okay. But, I was gonna make a joke too about how I don't. Gosh, I really wish I. Damn it! Like I hear so much stuff and I don't remember who says it or who writes it down. But like someone was talking about like if Joe Jackson was still alive, like Jafar would be on tour right now. Um, which there's parts of me that go, oh hell yeah, that would have happened. Um, but one of and I'll probably make a joke on it. The only thing that I was a little like, okay, yeah, whatever, was the whole gang scene where it's like, dude, you're not gonna find two rival gangs just hanging out together and be like, hey guys, let's shoot a music video real quick. Like, no. The Thriller, that was pretty cool. Um, so, anyways. Yeah, we can chit chat. We can chit chat about the Michael Jackson movie later. I liked it. I think, hey, shocker. I think the critics got it wrong. The other thing that we gotta talk about too. I want to give a reaction a little bit to the most recent trailer with this thumbnail. We had a new trailer come out. Talking about that. We could also talk about this, because this looks super good. Spiders have three. Oh, this would be sick. That photo is totally AI. Well, yes. Look at the suit. That's not his new suit that he has. This is the Stark suit. A sort of rebirth, which that scene, I'm trying to look if there's a, yeah, here it is. We know what's going on in this scene. I'm gonna love it. What else? We could also talk about this. I'm a little. We'll talk about it. We can also do. We can also do one of these because boy howdy. Because while we're at it, we might as well just spoil a whole TV show here. Every time, okay, here's my only thing. The more, I think this is why, like for example, Kit Fisto. Did he go out like an absolute pug? Yes. But I think when you show more characters and you just keep rehashing stories and just show more, like it takes away from how cool they were on the silver screen. You know what I mean? And I just kind of, hey, it would have been real cool, you know, this whole concept of Darth Vader versus Maul. You know how cool this freaking would have been on an actual movie if they followed up to what their plan was with the Solo film? It probably would have eventually led to this, because, oh, guess who made an appearance? Hold on. Guess who made an appearance at... Oh, look at that. Oh, it's as if he was in that movie. Oh, did we ever... No, we never did anything with that. So, sorry to spoil a whole TV show for some people in like 10 seconds. Whoops. Have I watched any seconds of this? No. Haven't even given it the time of day. But like these images have been all over my For You page, and so it's like, well, I take it they probably fought, but it just, to me, there's parts of me where it's like, nope, Maul, Phantom Menace, that's it. He got cut in half, fell down a shaft, and that's where his story ended. So, I don't know. very stupid of me to think, but because again, we have the whole him having his bionic legs and him fighting Ahsoka in the Clone Wars TV show and all that, but I don't know. La, la, la. Alright, Boo. We're going to quit yapping. We are going to quit yapping. But I thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Tune in. Let's go. Let's spin it here in like the next 30 seconds and go hop on some Battlefront. But see you guys then.